Welcome, Chimmies. My name is Z, your high vibrational spicy brain overall wellness comfort creator and coach here on the vibes. You have beamed up to healing frequency and good vibes. Today, we are tuning into the frequency of recharging so that we can get into the boost of moods of recharging, affirming, and manifesting to this week, since that's what the theme is for this week, of course. And I'm so glad that you guys are here for this time. Okay. And of course, since we're focusing on affirming and recharging, we're going to be calling and feeling in what we want, what we've been working on, and what we've been calling for. Okay. Tonight, we're tuning into recharging and of course, grounding into mindful movement, breathing and presence so that we're vibing high and flowing through that energy as well. This week's hashtags, of course, is manifestation, affirmation, recharge your energy, wellness dance, TikTok live. So make sure that whenever you're wanting to use anything that you're doing, you want to share and stuff, and you're doing anything in these areas, hashtag those words, you know. Of course, like I mentioned before, we're going to set those intentions. We're going to breathe through them. We're going to shake off any unwanted energies or stress that we no longer align with. We're also going to be revisiting the areas of releasing stress and also confidence building, like we've done the last 2 weeks. You know, we got to touch base in those. But we're also going to release what doesn't serve us anymore. We're going to breathe lighter, sleep deeper, and that we can carry on that ease that we're building on for the week and ongoing forward. Remember, give yourself space, grace, and patience throughout all these things so that you could go, grow, and glow in self. To talk more about intention. So I wanted to give you guys a little backdrop of what intention will entail of, basically, on how you kind of get a basic understanding of it. So intentions are basically seeds of which you garden. It's a garden of your dreams where they blossom, right? So it is focused energy that ignites the flames of your desires. It sets your dreams ablaze. And to manifest, you have to be clear with your intentions and focus and your affirmations. And set in with those bubbles of wind, okay? So in which you already visualize, that you already feel in, you already see, right? And you see in vivid detail. So you want to take action and surrender to the flow. So remember your flow, okay? So that's what intention really brings in. Here are some affirmations we're going to start off with this week. We got some new ones. Of course, you can find the affirmations in both of these books in the 369 journal located in my showcase. And of course, the I Would, but My Damn Mind Won't Let Me by Jackie Letron. We're using this book this month to work through what we want to build as far as self-skills and things that we want to work with in our self-help and healing journey. Okay, so the first one, since we're talking about affirmations and manifestations and of course building into those recharges, right? Putting those energies in. I'm going to start off with this one, of course. I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me. Okay, so you visualize it, you feel it, you see it, it's yours, right? You just have to do the little nitpick work in there, and at times the things will be shown to you on what directions and paths you might need to take, right? And of course, you use your intuition and you do your best decision making for self. My body is calm and peaceful. This is something that I'm going to keep on repeating as an intention every time we go on live, because we want to make sure that our bodies are in a calm and peaceful state when we're doing any type of building of any emotions or feelings or affirming or manifesting. You want to make sure that your body is nice and sound so that you can focus and you see clearly what your intentions are through these activities. I am a powerful creator, and I affirm my creations into reality. So you got this. You affirm, you feel it, you see it, you write it, you dance through it, you work through it, you are it, you've created it. You're creating that life, right? And you have to remember that whatever you're creating, it's gonna come and take over what you knew, but you have to step into that, right? You have to step into self and be in there for self, right? I am worthy of creating and fulfilling a joyful life. Yes, you are, Jimmy. Yes, you are. And you go at your space, grace, and pace with that. Don't let no one tell you how fast or how slow you need to go. You go at the space and at the pace and at the grace that you need to give yourself. Because at the end of the day, everybody's story is different. Everybody's journey is different. So remember that one. I am working hard towards my ambitions. the little work that you do in between, whether it's doing these with us here, you know, you come in with self and stuff, and you do these here with me. You do challenges throughout the platforms and stuff. You do your own self work, you journal, whatever it is. Yes, you are working hard. That is you working. Even when you rest, that's your body working, because you want to make sure that your body's resting in order for you to be able to function correctly and do and think and decide and feel and experience things at best and highest self. So you want to make sure that you're giving your body as well as rest. And remember, a calm and peaceful body, right? I am surrounded by healing energy. Okay, so this one, I want you to feel it. You know, at times we might not feel that, but you have to create that sense for self. You have to feel that for yourself, because you are the creator of your energy. You are the creator of your environment. You are the creator of what you can change and what you can manipulate in your own environment, so that you feel at your highest self. Okay, whether that's doing breath work, that's doing stretch work, that's doing dance work, that's doing writing work, that's going to therapy, that's taking walks, doing small projects here and there, whatever it is, that's for you. That's for you to do and for you to surround yourself. And so surround yourself with things that make you feel good. Healing energy. All right, guys, who's ready for some reminders? Reminders for self. Remember to take your mindfulness breaks, okay, throughout the day, throughout your projects, throughout your job, throughout whatever it is that you're doing. Take your mindfulness breaks, whether it's 2 minutes of breathing, a 5-minute walk, a 5-minute fresh air outside, whether it's just 5 minutes of just closing your eyes and relaxing and not even thinking about anything, whether it's dancing or standing in front of the mirror and giving yourself, you know, a good pep talk to yourself. Those are mindfulness breaks. You want to make sure you're taking those for self, so that you are aligning and giving yourself a self check-in, whether it's throughout the day or throughout the week, right? Hydrate as well. Hydration is important. You know, hydration before any activity, hydration during activity, hydration after activity. You want to make sure that you wake up your body in the morning with some water, get the body going and get the gears going and everything. So hydration is key, especially when you're doing these movements, because remember, water is flow, right? Flowy things make things go and grow, right? So you want to make sure you're channeling the tool of water, as well as filling yourself with those goodness within self. I'm like, you know what, this water is good, and with this water I am gonna channel what I'm doing. You know, like, use what your tools are. These are natural tools and stuff, right? So listen to your body's signals. So if your body's feeling tired, hungry, fatigued, it has a headache, maybe it's dehydrated, maybe it just needs some a restful eyes for a little bit, maybe it needs rest, maybe you need sleep, whatever it is, listen to your body's signals. If you've worked out and you did a stretch and you feel sore, do a stretch. And if your body feels a little bit more than what it is, take a rest day. Let your mind think, let your body recover, and do what it's supposed to do within those activities that you do. If you get stuck on a move or on a pose, I'll do my best to modify for you, of course. And then if you are familiarized with a pose, you can jump back into it as well. As I mentioned, always give yourself space, grace, and pace. Okay? It's important. That's the individualized affirmation of all the time that we say here. And remember to vibe responsibly and have fun through the movement. Okay, Jimmies? Take your time. Breathe through it. Think good thoughts. You know, this is the time for you, for self, to really recollect and check in, right? It's been the weekend. We're starting a new week. We're about to start a new month. So we're starting this week with, you know, recharging and affirming and manifesting. So what better way to do it as in doing those things with the new month coming in. So we're going to work on those things, because the first of the month, I got some great tools that you guys can use to kind of pep up your environment around the house. Give it a little vibration of good energy. So make sure you guys are tuned in for this week as well. Right, so tonight, Chimmies, we are doing a deep stretch, release, and recharge, being that we're starting off the week with recharging our body so that we can supercharge our reaffirmations and those manifestations and that good work that we've been putting through the last 2 weeks and beyond before, since, you know, jumped on here or whatever we've been doing and stuff. But we are here, we are locked in. Make sure that you guys are sitting in love with self and getting in those good energies. If you're not in those good energies, come on in. I'm going to help you get into those good energies. Don't worry about it. Come on here. Come here, Chimichanga. Come here. Come here. Wrap yourself here. Got you. Okay. This routine is about 25 to 30 minutes long. Of course, I'm going to chime you guys in with some frequency tunes tonight to help recharge those chakras and help align the body as it should. So the tune that we have here is tune 528. This is the tune of love. Okay, so I want you guys to sit with those affirmations that you might have, that maybe the ones that I've mentioned earlier. You have your own, and I want you guys to feel those through love. I want you guys to really pour in that love into those affirmations that you are really talking self with, because that's the intention, right? That's the energy you want to put in. What other energy you want to put in there, like put some love in there, right? So we're going to chime in on in 7 times. Make sure that you guys are breathing in and out, inhaling from the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Okay, guys? And of course, space, grace, and peace with self. I love you, chimneys, and enjoy. You guys ready? Bring it on in and breathe. And as you tap on it, make sure you guys are receiving energy. Going up to the sacral. Going into the solar plexus. Sit in those affirmations, Jimmy. Going into the heart chakra. Bringing it in with love. Making sure you're breathing in and out. Taking your time. Remember, this is your time to breathe at your pace. You are taking in the frequency. We are going into the throat chakra. Speak out that affirmation, Jimmy. Go right ahead. Say it out loud. You guys know this is one of my favorite parts. I'm going to put this one down. Take either the index or the thumb and place it right there at the prefrontal cortex. Third eye, okay? And hold it there, chimneys. Hold it there as the frequency comes through. In 3, 2, 1, gently. And release from the third eye. And we're bringing it up to the higher chakra. Okay? That's the crown. Like my crown here. Okay. Breathe it in. And just go breathe in and breathe out. Keep the flow there, Jimmy. I'm going to bring it in with frequencies 512 and 128. We're going to ground. We're going to focus 7 times, bringing it back down from the ground, and breathe in. This one's a little bit more, but it's intentional because you guys need to lock it in. Focus. Focus. And take that index finger and thumb, put it right back on that third eye. Be prepared. There is going to be a larger pressure on that area in 3, 2, 1. Breathe it in, shimmies. Just breathe through it, shimmy. And bringing it down. Throat chakra, release. Say that affirmation out loud. Focus and grounding. Place your hand, whichever hand you decide, on your heart chakra. Feel your heartbeat. Align with it. Inhale. And exhale, shimmies. Now it feels good. Coming into the solar plexus, your intuition. This is the chance to harness it a little bit further. Feel it. Feel it. Okay. Breathe it in. Inhale. And exhale, shimmies. Exhale. Going down to the sacral. You guys know that's where we store trauma, negative energy. Just envision it just flowing like that water. As you sit in the water, just let it flow. Okay. Inhale it, shimmies. And exhale. Just envision how good that stretch is gonna feel in the next few minutes. How loose your body's going to feel. How stressless it's gonna feel. No tension. Relax. Eating spaghetti and relax. How she said? How Cardi said? We're black eating spaghetti. That's how I want you to feel. Okay. And bringing it down to the root and grounding down, shimmies. Making sure that we're bringing it in. Think of yourself like the avatars. Bringing it in, right? And breathe in, inhale. Hold it there, shimmy. And exhale. Breathe in, breathe out, shimmies. Your body should be feeling relaxed through the frequency so far. So now we're going to work through the physicality of it. We're going to work out those tensions, the stretches that we need to work through, and the motions. Okay, guys. So again, as I mentioned, this is a deep stretch and recharge. We did our breathing. Take a few more deep breaths, shimmies. You guys got it. Take a few sips of water if you need it. We're going to start off with an open and close arm swing. Okay. Bring yourself to center. We're gonna open the arms. And you gotta give me a big hug. Give me a big hug, Jim. Big hug. You're not sick, right? Okay. Virtual. Hold it there, Jimmies. Get those arms nice and warmed up. Keep them up there. Slowly feel that circulation going down your triceps and your forearms, your biceps, your elbows, the fingers, the hands. And I want you to channel the energies to the middle of your hands, like right at the center of your hands, okay? So like just imagine light or whatever, pressure. And as we're opening and closing, you're gonna imagine and visualize like if you're closing something in, right? We're bringing in all those feelings of wanting, right? We don't want, because that is a term of feeling in lack. We are in feeling of. We feel what we are working towards. Hold it there and then bring it back open. And as you're opening up, you're going to push out that chest. Oh, nice little snap right there. And hold it there, guys. I know you heard that. That was a snap in the middle of my bag. It just happens. And then bring it back in. Remember, we are feeling in our affirmations, okay? So if your affirmation today was my body is peaceful and calm, then that's what it is, shimmy. If your affirmation was I am creating the life that I want and it's going to be a joyful one, then that's what it is. That's what you're sitting in, okay? The next 25 to 30 minutes, we are sitting in those feelings to help visualize ourselves.
Playing from its Z.
Thank you, I appreciate that. To help visualize those things that you want to visualize here in the physical realm. Touch, right? We touched, we see it in our head. Feel it here, one all grounded. And bring it back in. This time I want you to bring it all the way over and around. Hold yourself and wrap as if you're holding on to those feelings. Good feelings, shimmies, good feelings. And then bring it back out, open. And remember, push out with the chest. Oh yeah. Feel it. You remember this song from Raven, guys? They were having a band. When he was like, can you feel it? Can you feel the love? Nothing's better than feeling the love. You know when they have their band? In the middle of the living room, in the sala, you know? That's a good song. That's a good song. Spicy brain jukebox. You never know what you're gonna get. Like a box of chocolate. Bring it back in, shimmies. As if you're a little fish. Keeps on swimming. Bring it back in and release. Put those hands to the side. We're going to work on the neck area. We're going to help release that tension from the neck area so that we don't have that stress on our shoulders, so that we are able to affirm, clock it much easier and without that heaviness, without those thoughts, without us putting ourselves in our own suffering that we don't need to, okay? Get ready with those shoulders. Relax them. We're going to do side to side neck hold. So we're gonna bring, I'm gonna demonstrate. So we're gonna bring the neck down, and we're gonna bring, hold on, we're gonna bring the neck down. Sorry, those are the tilts. The side to sides are these. Bring the neck down, and then the other arm, you're gonna bring it over to this side while you're bringing this hand over, and you're gonna push it down. Okay, guys? So remember, we're gonna set it up, and remember, shoulders are nice and relaxed. You guys can start with whichever side you feel comfortable with. Of course, I'm gonna go to the right side. That's always, that's how I always start with. I don't know, it's always, I guess it's my dominant. Hold it there, shimmies. Breathe. Remember, you're gonna feel that nice pull, that release. You're gonna feel it from your shoulder closer to your rotator cuff area and your lower shoulder area closer to your shoulder blade. Once you're gonna put that arm up, you're gonna bring this one up and push down. You're gonna feel that stretch even further, the intensity. Just hold it there. Remember, we still have shoulders relaxed. And now you're gonna bring this hand and bring it over and up and just push it down further. So like, just imagine as if you're opening it and there's just like a ray of light or just some type of energy just escaping and finally releasing itself, and you're getting that sweet, sweet relief of tension that you will no longer have there. Hold it there, chimneys. Breathe through it. And when we release, we're gonna go backwards. So you're gonna release from the hand that held the shoulder, and then release from the other hand that held the head. Hello, Jimmy. How you feeling? Bring up that head, align with the neck, and make sure that those shoulders are still relaxed. Okay, guys? Hold it there for about 5 to 10 seconds. See the difference between one side of the area of your neck and the other. You're gonna feel like there's just space, right? And then on one side, it's just like tension, closeness, like a ball. For me, at least, there's like a ball. No, I don't have any like kinks or anything there, no tension or anything, but it just feels, you feel the difference, right? We're gonna bring it into the other side. Remember, slowly bring that head down. Shoulders are relaxed. And then we're gonna bring that hand over and push down on the head. Remember, breathe through it, jimmies. And then bring that hand up to the shoulder and stretch. Yes, let it release, jimmies. You got it. Breathe through it. And remember, release, go in reverse. And release with the other hand. And come on down. And gently to the mat. Hold it there 10 to 15 seconds. Your neck area should feel nice. Relax, shimmies. Think of all that weight that you were carrying all throughout the day, maybe through the weekend. Remember, what you carry at times, if you have no power over them at that moment, it is just creating self-suffering further on. So if you don't have the power to change something right there and then, because it happens like that. Don't dwell in it, Jimmy. You're gonna end up causing more of a friction within your body, thinking about it. Then rather just, you know what? I did what I can. I did my best. It's time for me to rest. That's it, right? And you work through your rest until it's time to do the next part, when it shows you a new path or a new solution. Okay, so make sure that you sit in that. Don't carry all the weight on your shoulders, Jimmy. Sometimes just things are just this, and you just have to flow, okay? We flow like water. We are light like air, okay? We are passionate like fire, right? And we are very, very, very grounded like the dirt on earth, okay? So make sure that you think of all that, right? All right, guys, we're going to do gravity head holds. I love this one. This is also going to help stretch out the area in the back of our necks. Excuse me. And help finish out the weight that we carry, okay? Bring down, excuse me, bring down the head, okay? And when you're finally there, you're going to bring those arms from the side and bring them at the top to the back of your head. If you need to take a peek of what I'm doing, go right ahead, shimmies. And then you're going to bring down the shoulders. Not the shoulders, the elbows, I'm sorry. But you're not going to push down. You're going to just let gravity do the work, okay? So you're just going to lean your hands on the head and just leave it there. Just breathe through it, shimmies. Naturally, the gravity will push your hands and your head down. Let it do it. Make sure you're breathing through it, okay? And we're going to release all at the same time. Bring that head up with the hands still behind. And we're going to bring those hands and arms down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. We're going to get ready to do neck rolls. And just slowly bring your head down and roll to whichever side your body wants to flow in. So we're going to do 4. Shoulders are still relaxed. Make sure that when you are pulling the head down for the roll, you're doing it gently. And bring it to the other side. And remember, bringing it around. And we're going to slowly bring our heads back up underneath that chest. And slowly, slowly, slowly. All right, Chinese. How you guys feeling? Feel your neck. Make sure that your neck area, your shoulder area is feeling nice and loose. It's nice and tender. You don't feel any type of kinks or hardness. knots. When you move around, it should feel good. Okay, no pain. Okay, good. Okay, guys, we're gonna do our triceps and our shoulder blades. Bring those arms over and stretch. You're gonna feel it coming from the bottom. Okay, you're gonna feel it from there and the back of those shoulders. Hold it there. Feel it at the top of the shoulder and the tricep area as well. Oh my goodness, I love this. Is one of my favorite poses. I'm always moving my arms for dancing or whatever, so this one is like A1 sauce. And then bring it down, shimmy. Just release it. Bring it back up and across. And release slowly. Yeah. We're gonna go into gratitude pose. So we're gonna sit on our heels. Very gently, chimneys. We're gonna do our side to side oblique tummy stretches. Help stretch out those side stomach muscles, the obliques, and of course help elongate the stretch of underneath our arms, our triceps, our shoulders, and everything. So to help finish it out as we go further down of our body. So again, bring that hand down. Use this as your support, and all we're doing is just stretching over. And when we push up to do the obliques, push up and just stretch up and extend. Bring it back down and stretch to the side. And bring it over and flow into the other side. Get into that sweet spot and over. Make sure you're pulling. And once you find that spot, push up and stretch back. And then bring it back to the side. And then bring it back over to center. Slowly bringing it down. And hold it there 10 seconds, shimmies. Go get a sip of water. We're gonna go into cat cow rolls, but we're gonna do up downs, okay? Bring it over to the side. We're gonna go in. Take your hands, bring them to the front. You can have them on top or just form a triangle. I like to do the triangle. And we're going to go into cat, cow, up, down. So we're going to go up, isolate. We usually do it with the hands extended at the same length of the legs, but of the knees and the legs, but I want to isolate more of those shoulder blades and that chest. Help the chest compression and contraction along with the tummy. Okay, so we're going to bring it down. Notice how we don't go all the way down like we would do with when our hands are at our regular positioning, and we're going to bring it back up and hold. And bring it back up. And bring it back down. And up. Hold it there now, Jimmies. Align. Go back into the tabletop. Bring those hands to the side. Align them with your feet and your legs. Okay. We're gonna go into needle arm. Okay. Stretch. Bring that arm in through and hold. You're gonna feel that nice release coming from the lower lumbar, your oblique, and the lower muscles, lower back muscles, the tension, it just feels like it. And then bring it in, and hold it there for the 5 seconds. You want to make sure that you're in the positioning so that when you go into the next one, you're in good space. You're in good space. And you're not hurting yourself along with the movement, okay? And as you go in, remember your head stays on the mat. You direct it to the mat. And you make sure that you are nicely and gently, not hovering, but just gently laying your head on the mat, okay? So bring it over and bring it down. Lean and hold. You'll feel the tension just come from lower lumbar all the way up, and it'll just release itself. Hold it there, Jimmy. And then bring it back up, slowly and gently, all right? And hold it there. We're gonna go into a back L-shaped stretch. Bring those hands to the front. Keep those legs at a 90-degree angle. And just bring it down. Bring that head to the mat again and lean it. And hold it there, Jimmys. All that tension you had at your lower back, if you had any pain, nuisance, it should feel like it's rolling down your back, like it's a slide. Okay, so just envision it. Envision that happening. Tell the pain what to do, Chimneys. Okay, that's what I'm always telling. I always use quantum field, if you want to call it, and quantum energy, and tell my body
through the frequency and healing frequency music and dancing and stuff. But like, I don't want to feel this pain no more. And then I just envision it as I'm doing the stretch. Like when it gets intensified, I feel like a little zap. Envision it. Twist over to the side. Just give it a little bit of a stretch right there. The obliques. And twist it over to the other side. And then bring it back up.
And crawl yourself back to the center positioning. And we're going to go into a downward dog, Jimmies. Okay, so bring yourselves into that position. If you need to, of course, adjust yourself, just adjust yourself slightly. And if you need to come out from the intensity, just wiggle your feet ever so slightly to help you get back from that intensity. And hold it there, Jimmies. Keep those heels on the mat. And then we're going to bring it down slowly. And sit in pose for 10 seconds. Hold it there, Jimmy. And we're going to go back. And just bring self down into a lay down position. And into a cobra. Remember, hips are as close to the mat as possible. Okay, Jimmy's hold it there. Just feel it. You're gonna feel that nice melt away, that circulation, that heat, that intensified stretch, pressure, just leaving the sensation at the lower back, at your root, in your sacral area. Make sure that you're focusing the energies in that area. Make sure that you're going at your pace very slowly, okay? Slowly. And bring yourself back up. Give a little stretch in the back right there. And we're gonna go into a V stretch, leg stretch, okay? Make sure that you extend those legs as far as you feel comfortable, okay? We're gonna go to each side and stretch each side of our bodies. The hip flexor, the hamstrings, those calves, those quads, okay? And you're gonna feel that pull as well if you have any sciatic nerve loosenesses at times. I had them for a while and I have not had any in years after doing many of these stretches. So over time, continue to do the practices and the stretches. You won't feel those loosenesses every once in a while. Ow, I haven't felt it in like, I don't even know, it's been that long. Maybe 2 years already, 2-3 years. Like where it's just been. Alright, so that's what those intentions also do. You want to make sure that you're focusing when we do those stretches. Like this is also an intention of mine. I want to make sure that I can help rid of this this nuisance, this pain, this discomfort, whatever it is, right? All right, guys, bringing it and align with the leg, okay? Body with the leg, chest with the leg, and bring it down and stretch. Remember, we always lead with the chest. If you want to on point, you can on point. I like to do that towards the middle so I can help stretch out the calves, the quads, the hamstrings, the shins, the ankles, the Achilles, the feet. And then bring it back up slowly. Slowly, guys. Slowly. And switch it over to the other side. Remember, leading with the chest. And as you get deeper into the stretch, you're going to feel it loosen up. Finagle with the foot. You want to put on point, of course, again. And then bring it back up slowly. We're going to bring it to the front. Bring those hands and hold. You guys can bring it to the front. You guys can stretch to the side. However you feel comfortable. Whatever lets you go down further to the front, okay? So whichever helps, okay? And then bring it back up. Slowly crawl it, okay? Back. And once you have your positioning, you feel like you are okay to move your legs, you're gonna bring them into a butterfly pose, okay? And again, let gravity do what it do best. Push things down. A little bit of science and quantum speed. Hold it there, Jimmy. You're gonna feel that sensation. Feel it in your hamstrings, in your hip flexors, hip adductors, okay? Glutes. You're gonna feel it in your root chakra. Remember when you're sitting in the butterfly pose, push that root. Just envision as if you're being rooted into the ground, right? You're a plant, you're a flower, you're a tree. And your sacral is just there, taking in all the nutrients, right? You're sitting in there, taking it in, opening up for sun, for the water, for the air. You feel it. Bring it forward. it back up slowly, 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 slowly. And then flutter, 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 flutter. Bring those feet to the front, those legs, stretch them to the front. Yes, Jimmy, yes. We're down to our last two poses before we go back into our breathing. We're gonna stretch it out just as we did with the V. Now we're gonna go forward, okay? Our hamstrings and our legs should be nicely warmed up and stretched out enough that we can reach over to as far as we can reach. Try to reach over to your toes. Try to reach close to your toes if you can't get to them. Or try to push down. If you can't reach the toes, just push down on your feet and help stretch out, okay? So again, bringing it up. And then bringing it forward. Hold it there. And bring it back up, Jimmy, slowly. You're gonna feel that heat, those sensations going up the legs, the tingling at your feet, at your toes. And feel the release and relief from your lower back. Okay, sit with it for another 10 seconds. Drink some water. Hydrate. And then we're going to turn it over into a child's pose. Okay, so that's how we're going to end it, so that we can give our breathing a good end out and send out. Okay, bring it in to the side. You guys know what to do. Sit on those heels. Okay, let's to the heels. Oh my God, shoes. Let's get some shoes. Y'all remember that song? Oh my goodness. That was like so pop culture. Okay. Anyways. Sit on those heels. Okay. And bring I got you. Bring it in, guys. And forward. We're gonna bring it in and back up. To your body and at the sides of your body. Just slowly go back up. Bring those palms together. Push in slightly with the hands. And bring up the hands.
And just gently bring the hands down. 4 deep breath shimmies. In through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And palms to palms together. Sit in gratitude. Put those affirmations, Jimmy's. Yes. Sit with self for about 10 to 15 seconds. See how you feel. Sit with self for a few moments, shimmies, to see how you are feeling. Check in. Notice how you feel from before and how you feel now, and how your body has been receptive to the movements, the frequencies, your affirmations, your breathing. Just taking it nice and flowy. Yes, I love to hear it, Jimmy. I'm so glad that it felt great for you. Of course, of course. And of course, you guys can find these replays at the 2 links above. Okay, you guys know on the page. And then all the links in every page that I have. Yes. Remember, we're recharging and reaffirming, and we're manifesting. So keep affirming, keep manifesting. Everything that you called in to self for tonight is just unraveling, it's starting. It might be just revisiting, but just know that you just gave it a sprinkle, a recharge to what your body needed for it to be in focus, be in self, be in alignment, and just get rid of those emotions, those feelings, that heaviness that we didn't want to align with anymore, and we shouldn't align with anymore, because it impedes us from being and stepping into our highest self. Okay, right, here's your mindfulness Monday homework and practice, guys. All right, so make sure that you guys are taking note. If you guys want to know more about what I write, you know, the blogs and everything, you guys can catch them on my Patreon. Okay, take three deep breaths, belly breaths. Okay, like the 3 deep breaths that we did just now, before you dance, before you stretch, before you move or start your meditation. Okay, just kind of giving your body a wake up, right? This resets your nervous system, and it helps to ground your body right before the activity. So it's like a pre-grounding and pre-recharge before the actual recharge. It's just basically saying like, hey, you ready for this? It's like a call to action, right? It will help you to focus on affirming and really sitting in those emotions and those feelings. Start with closing your eyes, inhale for 4 counts, and exhale for 6. And you will have like an instant reset so you can start your activity anew. Okay, journaling how you feel after your activities and stuff will help you understand how your body is receptive and how your body is
responding to these changes, whether they may be heightened energy or something that calms you down. It's always nice to understand, and the best way to understand is when you journal, right? When you sit a few moments, maybe 5 or 6 minutes after, you just journal a few notes. You're like, this is what it made me feel. This position made me feel this way. I liked it. I'm gonna do this more. It made me feel loose. Think about those things, because it allows you to help start becoming aware of your own body's needs, and to help you with those check-ins after we do these activities, whether you do it here with me or you do them by yourself with replays, or you have your own to do, right? And then after that, it helps you to understand the key points, right, that you need to focus on for your body. And after that, you leave a gratitude prompt. A gratitude prompt, something that you're grateful for, something that you felt grateful for within the activity, something that you feel grateful that is coming, something that you feel happy about, something that you're excited for that's going to happen, and you're just getting yourself amped up for the week. And these activities are helping you get through that hype up, and just the anxious feeling of you wanting to get there, right? So work on that, right? Work on those. That's something that you could work on right before you go to bed, in the morning time, whatever you want to do, this activity, this mindfulness, homework, and practice, that is up to you, chimmies. And whatever pace, grace, and space in time of day that you will have for self is the best time that you do for self, right? For you. Of course, as I mentioned before, take your mindfulness breaks. Make sure that you are hydrating. Make sure that you guys are practicing poses. That's why I do the replays and stuff, so you guys are able to practice certain poses, so that it becomes easier and more flowy as we go and do more stretches and more movements and more activities, more dances, more flows. You get accustomed to your body's movements and rhythms, and what is receptive to, whether it's with the stretches, the guided movements, the affirmations, the music that we use. But other than that, everything that we can attain to our bodies. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. So you want to make sure that you're being aware of those things, taking those mindfulness, hydrating, it's important, making sure that you're talking to yourself in good feeling, and you're not setting yourself up into a self-sabotage, right? Because sometimes you end up driving yourself, and you're like, how do I get out of this? How did I even get in this? So you want to make sure that you're not getting yourself into there. And that's what helps you go further along through the week, okay? And of course, if today hit different, you let me know in any of the vibes, in any of the comments. Let me know how you feel anytime that you feel, and that you try any of my routines, my challenges, my resources, links, whatever. Let me know how that goes for you. I would love to hear your experiences, how it makes you feel, what you guys want to see more of, and of course, what you guys want to learn more of from here on this vibe. All right. Remember, again, take your mindfulness breaks, shimmies. Be within self and be aware, and make sure that you check in with self and be self's advocate, okay? Be self's support, okay? You attract that, okay? You attract that for self. You're going to attract that around you, and it's going to start singing like butter, baby. Like when we move smooth on the dance floor, okay, guys? I love you, Jimmy. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Much appreciated. I will see you guys on the next vibe. And to you guys, as always, much healing, peaceful, harmonious, and mindfulness vibes. Until next time, Jimmies.